all seen some news lately on some form of media, and we all know about the current and past events that's affecting some of our friends and family. There is a killer catastrophe that's affecting America. It is degrading and dehumanizing America as a whole, and that is police brutality against the African American community. There are senseless killings and there is senseless arrests, and there has to be a stop of that public issue. I will introduce 3 solutions today that will decrease and or eliminate police brutality against African Americans. My name is Bianca Williams. Just to give you some background, Black people are more likely to be killed by police than any other race, whether they are armed or unarmed. Most likely, they are unarmed. Most Black interaction with officers comes at traffic stops, and that's when they're most likely killed. Cops have testified and been recorded on being racist, and that's why they stop, frisk, harass, and imprison African Americans than any other race. Cops have testified that leadership have swayed them to be more aggressive with Blacks than any other race, stating that it takes more excessive force to subdue a person of color. Cops have admitted to being afraid of policing in the Black communities, and they would rather police a white community. Some have admitted to having little or no friends that are people of color, therefore they do not know how to communicate, interact, or engage with people of color, and the stereotypes have taken over their judgment. The people that are most affected by police brutality are Black men between the ages of 15 and 30. Also, Black men in the city are 65% more likely to be killed by an officer than in a rural area. The first solution I would like to address is racism and stereotypes on the police force. The way to do that is wear body cams. The University of South Florida researchers have found in a study conducted with the Orlando Police Department that during 1 year, 46 officers were mandated to wear body cams and 43 were not. The results were outstanding, and that became a nationwide that everyone has to wear body cam because the body cams positively influence behavior, improve evidence collection, and reduce civilian complaints. Wearing a body cam will reduce an officer's chances of doing or saying something more racially motivated. Although body cams will not eliminate a person's racism, it will force them to act more professionally and up forward with the Black community. In addition to wearing body cams, the video should be recorded, and if a person has allegations of racism, it should be investigated, and if found true, they should be terminated. And also, if they have 3 total allegations, they should be terminated. I highly think that those 2 factors, bringing practice, will eliminate some of the racism, and it will help for them to be trained to do better. Speaking of training, my second solution is proper and equal training of officers in the nation. Bias-based training refers to police practices that intentionally use prejudice judgments based on race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, economic status, religion, belief, or age. Generally speaking, bias-based policing includes racial profiling and also many other types of profiling. Officers should be trained not on stereotypes or personal experiences or personal beliefs or racism, but by the book and by guidelines. Also, officers that don't have a familiar background with other races should be trained on how to interact, examining how diversity skills directly affect law enforcement work, including this relationship towards hate crimes. Trained officers should be trained to use all other tactics except to kill, to subdue a person of any color, especially Black people, and only use killing as the last result. Train officers to observe and experience cultural differences to increase awareness of attitudes and behaviors and to appreciate the commonalities that exist across diverse cultures. The Best Fact is the most detailed analysis of police shootings was produced by James Fife. He is a former police officer who is now a criminologist and an expert on police practices. He concluded that a single most factor-determined patterns of shooting is a place of assignment. That is, in a city, a Black man is 7 times more likely to be stopped, harassed, or killed than any other race, especially the white race. And that is due to racial profiling. Because superiors have trained officers that blacks are more, commit crime more, so therefore they stop blacks and sometimes create a problem. Offering training to officers that are mandated to treat the citizens the same is the best way to go. Officers should want to morally treat citizens the same because they took an oath to protect and serve, not to harm. Off-the-book training of officers should be punished by termination or being fired. Officers should be trained to create a situation that will reinforce the concept of a team building. Effectively pushing equal training and treatment of all races will help eliminate some of the police brutality and killings of black people and bring the officers and the blacks together as one community. Speaking of the community, my third solution is black people be aware that police brutality is happening and try to mend the relationship between the police force. We require the police force to publicly publish the code for an officer once a shooting has happened. Therefore, we can keep a record of what officers shoot the most. Stop and frisk law. Be aware that police brutality is happening to the African American community and come together to try to eliminate it. Try to avoid stereotypes and work as a community. Eliminate militant policing. Comply with officers when interacting with them. Respect authority and get to know officers. So in conclusion, tackling racism and stereotypes on the force will help resolve issues of police brutality. It will eliminate racial biases and wrongdoing. Provide officers with added equal training for all races and not just forceful training to people of color will help. Being able to get officers to treat everyone equal will help and have moral standards for themselves and not just beat up and harass on the black community. Hold officers accountable for their action and terminate when necessary, especially due to race. Expose the cops that are more likely to shoot. The black community come together and figure out ways to resolve an issue. Get to know the officers that are policing in our own neighborhood, therefore we can have more positive interactions with them and comply with officers when interacting. All of those solutions will help eliminate and decrease police killings against black African Americans.